Hello everyone, welcome back to the video here at Tasty Rides. Today we are installing a Ktuner and flashing my car so we can get a solid tune on it. We have the Ktuner right here. Let's get it on and unbox it. I hope you guys have been doing well. I know it's been quite a while since we've dropped a video here at the Tasty Rides channel. Oh my god, did I not cut it properly? Did I cut it on the wrong side? No. Oh, there's also a side part. I'm assuming I was supposed to cut the side part. Yeah, it's gonna be for my 2021 Acura TLX A-Spec, one I've been making videos on for quite a while. And I don't think that side is where it opens either. Oh, because it has glue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they sent it in priority mail, which is awesome. Oh my god. Whew. All right. We have a few things in here, I see. So this is an Arcon mount. This is what we're going to use to mount the Ktuner onto the windshield of the car. By default, there's no way of mounting it. Here is the Ktuner. This is awesome. That box is a little bit scuffed, not gonna lie. But yeah, let's just open it. This is the Ktuner V2. So it's the same as a V1.2. You just plug it into your OBD2 port. However, this one has a screen. And in comparison to Honda, Honda has like, the Ktuner and the Honda have like different features. As far as I know, Ktuner with Fariable, along with the, what's it called? JB4 Burger Tuner are the only tuners available right now for the 2021 Acura TLX A-Spec, the 2-liter turbo. Besides that, I don't know about any other tunes. So first of all, we have a few stickers in here. You know, we love stickers. I'm not putting these on my car, but probably on my computer. We actually have a few of them. They seem to have changed them. Yeah, there's 3 now. Usually there's 2 as far as I knew. And they're actually colored as far as I knew. Oh, these are from Fariable. This isn't even from the Ktuner. Yeah, so I did buy this from Fariable. Fariable has been making tunes outside of the Ktuner as well for many years. And I just got to them because it was easier to get it through them. Because there's no dealer near me as far as I know. I'm sure there is. It's Miami, there's probably a bunch. But yeah, we got 3 in here. Along with that, we have a USB, micro USB to USB. This is a USB 2 cable, looks like. Yeah, and it has actually the official USB logo on there. Here's the OBD2 port to, what type of port is that? I want to say some sort of serial port. That makes no sense probably, but yeah. And then this is a mount to use with the Arcon mount, because again, the Ktuner has no actual mount on it. And we got a little paper in here, Ktuner LC, www.ktuner.com. Ktuner end user, welcome to Ktuner. If you're just getting started with Ktuner, you'll find everything out you need on our website, www.ktuner.com. And then just a bunch of talk about where the software is, the forums, and their help page. And then we have a bit of a foam piece. And there's the Ktuner stickers. That's what we want, my boy. We have a ton in here, actually. So here's one. Here's a white one. There's a second white one. This is more than before, and it's 3M as well. And then we have, I think, 2 black ones. Oh, sorry, it's not 3M. I lied. I don't know. Or Oracle? Wait, Oracle makes stickers? That's probably the wrong company I'm reading off there. And there's the Ktuner in the back. So, whoa, this is heavy. I thought this was going to be plastic, but this is straight up metal. This is really heavy. Holy cow. Here's the Ktuner. You got some shift lamps up there, or you can set up the lights for anything else also. Here is where the mount goes. Where did I actually put the mount? By the way, I just got back from work, so I'm super tired. Yeah, so we can just mount it over here, and then we use the Arcon mount. And then that is where I think we used to plug into a computer to load tunes onto it, and here's where we plug it into the OBD2 port. All right, guys, so it has been a few hours. I had a problem. I don't know if you guys can see. This is a MacBook, and it's running Windows. You guys need a Windows-based device that you can take into your car. Because I have a bunch of computers, like a bunch of gaming PCs and stuff, but they're not laptops, so it took a while to get this to work. If you want to do this and you have an Intel MacBook, 2012 to 2019, just look up how to install Windows with Boot Camp. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, Apple officially supports Windows as long as it's not the new ones. new MacBooks. So yeah, my laptop, you also need something that has a USB-A port. So I had to find this guy that I had laying around. So I'm just gonna plug this in on the side, and then I can plug in the cable. And then I have my Ktuner. We also have a screwdriver because we have to add the back plate so I can mount it with the car mount. But what we're gonna do is on Google, gonna head over to Ktuner, click on downloads. And as you can see, they're closed. If you guys didn't know, to get the Ktuner, you have to find a dealer, or I got mine from Fairable. But yeah, we're gonna scroll over to downloads, and then let this load. Click on download. People don't recommend, by the way, downloading Ktuner, like using Windows on a MacBook. They recommend using Windows on a Windows computer, but this should be not a problem. The only things that they recommend is here on the power options. So it might be a little different depending on what version of Windows you're using. We just want to make sure that on battery, never change advanced power settings. Turn hard disk off on never, 0. And then on battery, no power. You don't want any power saving settings. As you can see, because I have a MacBook, it only gives me a balanced option, but usually you just want like high performance or something. USB settings, especially, we want to select to spend, we want to turn that off for now, just because, you know, we don't want any issues. You know, we want no power savings. We want the computer to be running at max, you know, power, because I think that's fine. I think balance is fine. Let's change that one back. But yeah, you just don't want any power saving settings on, because that can screw with it. Yeah, we should be fine here. Click apply, click OK, and then we're just gonna save the changes, and we should be fine. And if you guys do want to get a Ktuner, as just like me for the 2021 Acura TLX, you just want to Google Ktuner 2021 Acura TLX A-Spec, and you can look it up over here. Well, this is what I meant to show, but you do want to make sure that's compatible. So you have to make sure your ECU number is listed through here. I think I'm like, I don't know where I am here, but it's supported. My car supported, your car might not be, and includes a stage 1, stage 2 tune from Ktuner themselves. If you want to buy it, just look for Fairable. So where is this guy? There we go. Let's see. Let's look up Fairable. I just want to show you guys how you can find this. Fairable. Don't know how to spell. Yeah, Fairable. And then somewhere here. I need to find it. But you can buy it from them. Let's just see. Acura TLX. There we go. So it's just fairable.net/tuning -software -Acura -TLX /. And then, yeah, there it is. You can buy the Ktuner V2. You can also buy a stage 3 tune. And then there's the V1.2. Because, again, you do need to find a dealer. Yeah, here we are. And then I believe you just have to fill in the options. If you do need to return it, you have to make sure like this is gonna work on yours. So you want to verify that number, and you just put like your numbers and stuff, any mods or whatever. And as far as I'm aware, it might include a what do you call it? It might include some Fairable tunes. I know they have a stage 3 that you can buy separately for $200. But yeah, there's enough yapping. Let's go to downloads, which I don't know how you open it from the browser on this. I just installed it. But here's Ktuner setup. So we're just gonna install Ktuner. This might take a second. We're gonna hit yes. We're gonna click next. I accept the agreement. Hit next again, install. And this shouldn't take too long. This MacBook's not that slow. It's just it has a really bad battery life because it's on the Intel chip. I think this is right before they switched to M1. This is the one that I bought because I need it for school. And then we're gonna install latest Ktuner V1.2/V2 touch drivers covering Windows 11. I guess that's the one we need. I don't think we need to click anything else because that's checked by default. And then we have to install some drivers. I assume that's to interact with the Ktuner. I accept, next. I'm just gonna wait for this to download. That was pretty fast. Finish, and then it should open Ktuner software, I assume. Or do we have to install? Oh, we have to click on it. So let's click on Ktuner, and it's probably gonna have us register or something. I watched like a few tutorials, but yeah, we have to accept the end user license agreement. We're not gonna read that. Let that guy load. And then in the meanwhile, I'm also gonna plug this in. So we're gonna plug this guy, this micro USB, I believe this is, into this port over here, and then we're gonna plug it into this guy, into the MacBook. So let me do that really quick. And as you guys can see, it finished installing, and it also does say no Ktuner devices found. Insert a Ktuner device. So I'm gonna plug it in right now. Oh, and it just turned on. I just missed the screen of it saying Ktuner and everything. It looked really cool. Yeah, as you can see, the Ktuner is on. I have it plugged into this adapter, and then it's plugged in here, and we can see Ktuner flash detected. It took a little bit of time. So I'm just gonna put in my email address, my name, and then my password, and we're gonna hit next or register. All right, and we can see that the account registration was successful. And now the Ktuner thing loaded up. As soon as currently on a certain account, would you like to register it? Internet connections required. We're gonna hit yes. And then you can see it's connected. It appears this K flash tuner has not been locked to an ECU. Please connect this to the vehicle before continuing to the software. So it looks like we're gonna have to head into the car, and I don't know why it's this might not be the best solution. I'm not sure because it keeps like flashing that. I think it keeps checking for me to plug it into a car. So we're gonna head over to my car now. Before I head to the car, I'm just gonna unscrew this guy so that I can put this on here. So let's do that really quick. That's one screw. We have the second screw. Trying to document my journey over here. Is not enough 2021 Acura TLX videos. Actually, I haven't seen any when someone's setting this up for their 2021 Acura TLX. And it kind of sucks because if you don't know anything about cars, like, you're kind of lost. And this is me just trying things and seeing if it works out. So we want to align this plate with the fat side sticking out, the protruding side. And we're just going to align the holes. And then we're just going to throw these screws back in. So let's just try not to drop these screws because it's going to suck if I can't find these. I have to find replacement pieces. All right. Okay, very good. Remember, guys, don't tighten it all the way down on one screw. You know, you wanna get it in a little bit and you know, keep applying pressure slowly. So let's keep going on this guy. I think I had it misaligned before. Awesome. Do it on this guy. All right, now we should be set to go. So we're just gonna take the laptop, the Ktuner, and then obviously also the mount as well on the laptop. And let's go test this out. All right, let's grab the door handle. Now we're inside the car, and now we're just gonna have to plug in to the OBD2 port, which is somewhere under the driver's seat. So I'm gonna have to find that really quick. Or sorry, somewhere under the dash. Somewhere up there, I have to find it. All right, guys, so I found the OBD2 port. It's like just under where you pull the hood. So now we're just gonna run this guy to the Ktuner, open the software. All right, guys, so we're inside with the Ktuner. Okay, we're gonna click OK. And it says it's connected, it's authenticating. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Where is the Ktuner? It's somewhere over here. It's having a bit of trouble. Let's try unplugging and reconnecting it. So I don't know what was happening with the Ktuner, but I unplugged it from my laptop and restarted it, and plugged it in just to the car through the OBD2 port. I have the USB disconnected. Now it's asking me if I would like to lock to this ECU. I'm gonna hit yes, and now it says the unit's gonna restart, so we're gonna hit OK. All right, there we go. And that's the first splash screen I saw when it turned on for the first time. But yeah, oh, it's working. So like it's technically connected. So you guys can see it's like, that's awesome. And this is technically more accurate than the car itself. As far as I understand, like this is actually more accurate. So let's try using the laptop again, seeing if it works now, because I think the Ktuner just was not turning on. All right, so the Ktuner is working. We just have to plug it into the car first. And now that it's plugged into the computer with it being restarted, we can see it's just confirming that we have the right hardware. So I am compatible 378-620-6S8A630. So I am chilling. And we're gonna hit yes, and now this should just load, I think. I'm not sure what happened there. It's disconnected again. This is gonna be a long night. All right, the Ktuner unit needs to be set up in order to connect. This includes setting up a recovery and factory tune. Would you like to set this up for the unit now or set this up for the ECU now? We're gonna hit yes, and it's preparing a tune. So I believe this has to be plugged in both through the OBD2 on the car and through the MacBook. And right now it's saying it's uploading, do not disconnect. Now I do want to mention that people have had issues with their car's battery dying. This is not like a common trend from what I've heard, but some people have had the issue. So I have driven the car a good amount. I've recently made sure that my battery's chilling. And I did drive it on the highway, and I kept auto start stop off, which, by the way, was about to turn back on. I just realized I started the car fresh. And yeah, we're just gonna make sure that it has a factory tune and everything in case something breaks. Now this thing isn't stupid, so if something does go wrong, like a connection with you not touching anything or something happens with the car, it'll try its best to fix, you know, the tune, because, you know, it'll screw you over. You won't be able to drive the car. But again, never unplug anything, don't disconnect anything. Make sure your battery's chilling, which for me right now, it's at 93%. I think it was just at 94. So the battery is slowly going down, but hopefully we should be chilling before the battery dies. And if not, I'll run like an extension cable and just charge the MacBook. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right there, we can see that it's all loaded in, syncing with the Ktuner. So that's good. We can see that everything's like pretty up to date. And I believe if I just hit the gas really quick, you can see all the numbers change. All right, so let's just double check. This has a factory tune on it. We do have a factory. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get to File, head to New, click on the TLX factory, click Next. We're gonna click on Stage 1, hit Next, and then it should load the tune. And let's just double check through everything. I don't think there's anything we have to change though. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Throttle responsiveness, that is something we can change. I'm gonna leave that for this guy. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change it to improved throttle response 1 and turbo, improved responsive 1, and then improved ramp 1. And we're gonna go back to the layout, and we're just gonna upload this guy. So we're gonna click to tuning, upload tune. It's gonna tell us to get a battery charger, and now to have the laptop in power saving mode. So we're gonna hit yes. All right, there we go. Now it's gonna give us a tune slot, so we're gonna hit 1, and then it's gonna write the tune to the Ktuner. So it's gonna give it a second. This is not flashing the tune actually onto the car yet. The car has to be in accessory mode. It's not currently. We're just uploading the file. So we're just gonna let that happen. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for stage 2, and then we'll do the turbo 2, and then the other thing is 2 as well. All right, I can see tune 1 is on there. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna click File. We're gonna hit New Tune. We're gonna select the TLX factory. Gonna hit Next, stage 2, hit Next again, and then are you sure you want to close a currently open tune without saving? We're gonna hit yes. I don't really need to save that. We know our settings. And we're gonna go back to main parameters. I'm just gonna open the drop down, and then we have the quick adjustments. We're gonna set the second throttleness responsive, turbo responsive, we're gonna hit 2, and then improved ramp up 2. I don't want to do anything aggressive, and I just want to quickly check what this is. Custom boost level, we're not going to touch any of that. I'm not going to touch the fan. VTEC, yeah, those are all numbers. We're going to leave that as is. We're going to hit tuning, click upload tune again. It's going to give us the same warning, click yes, and then we're going to set this for tune 2. And I think we're chilling. And by the way, you can set the name before you hit what number you want it on. As you can see, that's just called Tune 1 by default. And this doesn't automatically refresh once it finishes uploading, so we have to hit like the Ktuner and reopen the menu. I'll show you guys how to do that in here in just a second. As you can see, we're uploading this file. And yeah, we're not going to do anything aggressive. We don't have a lot of supporting mods, so we're just kind of going to leave it as is. All right, so we really quickly got a Diet Dr. Pepper, but also a car battery charger slash like trickle charger maintainer. As far as I know, 1 amps is okay for trickle charging, but 3 amps is better. And like, I might as well keep this one. It's a 50 amp one. If anything, I'll just return it after I finish tuning the car. So yeah, let's get this thing started, I guess. I just need to put this into accessory mode, have the Ktuner plugged in. I don't think the laptop needs to be there. I think it's just to tune it, add the tunes onto this, and then just put on the trickle charger so we have no problems. All right, guys, so I'm really quickly gonna put on the mount to put the Ktuner right there, and then we're gonna tune the car, I guess. So that is how I have the Ktuner for now. It's a little in the way, so I have to find a different spot to place it. But I don't really have much options because all this is leather. I'm not sticking this one-time freaking pad that destroys anything you put on it. I've had this used in so many cars before. I'm not doing that, so I don't really have much area here either. So maybe I can put it there, or I'm gonna put it here in the center because that's not really too in the way. I don't know, it's in the middle of my driving side. We're gonna have to see. This is where it's gonna be for now, but just because of how my vehicle is built, this is kind of really in the way. Yeah, let's see. All right, and now I have the car battery thing on the car battery. That looks like a bomb, bro. I have very little automotive experience, so it's a learning experience, and that looks scary to me. Where the positive on the positive and the ground or the negative on the negative, I believe. I just followed a YouTube tutorial. I only know that's plus because there's a plus right there, and this was covering it. I don't know why I was so scared to do that, but we should be chilling. I think it's just maintain the battery right now and try to charge it. So yeah, we should be chilling. All right, we're gonna head into the car, and we're not gonna touch the brake. We're just gonna put it into accessory mode. So we're gonna hit start once, and then this guy should turn on. Or I thought it was supposed to. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, obviously we don't want to start the car. Is that not supposed to turn on? Am I supposed to have it plugged into the laptop? Maybe I'm misconstrued. So I had to plug it back in for some reason, but we're just gonna hit on the screen. Oh my gosh, so bright. Gonna hit the K, and then can hit flash. And then we can just do tune. And it's gonna say, are you sure you wanna flash this tune? I'm gonna hit yes. And now it's gonna authorize it. And as you can see, it's starting. It's causing all these fault codes, but we should be chilling. Yep, everything's gonna go off. I have to see my dealer now. I have to see my dealer for the TPMS too. But yeah, it should be chilling. And if anything, it'll throw the factory tune on there. Guys, you have no clue how scared I am. This is the first time I'm doing this type of stuff. And obviously I'm not clicking anything or like touching anything that I shouldn't. I'm just letting things happen. And yeah, it's currently erasing the current tune that's on this car from the factory. As you can see, flashing do not disconnect. And I'm letting it do its thing. And we have a little progression timer there. But yeah, as far as I know, the Ktuner can actually like try to help you out. So like, let's say the battery died midway through and it's like midway through the flashing. It's the same kind of like more higher end motherboards on like computers. So it'll have like a backup BIOS or whatever. So that's like the factory tune on here. It'll always ask you, do you want to put that on the Ktuner first? Hit yes, because if you don't have the factory tune, you're kind of screwed. Because yeah, you kind of need the Ktuner plugged into the car while it's active and running the factory tune to throw the factory tune onto there. So you want to do that first. And yeah, we can see it's doing its thing. So we'll come back here in a second. And yeah, like I said, I have it currently on the trickle charger, currently doing its thing. Yeah, as you can see, it's going through all these. These are all gonna take some time to clear up. So at the end of this, it's gonna tell me to shut the car off. We're gonna do it for like 3 to 10 seconds. I don't know, some people say 10 seconds, and then turn the car back on after and just drive it around for a while, and it should be good. Like, it should be flashed and we should have better performance. It's gonna take some time though for all these fault codes to slowly disappear. All right guys, we're back in the car. As we can see, it says flash successful. Press OK to continue. We're gonna press OK. And it says key vehicle off, so we're gonna head over here. It's off. Gonna let that cycle. I'm just gonna close the door so that the lights turn off and everything. I'm just gonna give it a second, like 10 seconds. So some people recommend. Then I'm gonna turn it back on. Oh. Alright, and these guys should slowly start disappearing as far as I know. Yeah, so we're just gonna give it a little bit, let it clear out its own codes, but as far as I know, we have to drive around for a little bit for it to fully clear everything out. Yeah, it's gonna go through all the lights, so we need to give it a little bit. All right, guys, so I'm not gonna do too much driving this one because I don't got my GoPro on me, but expect a lot more videos to come out. This being mounted over here, I was complaining about it earlier, like, oh, maybe I should put somewhere else. I feel like it's gonna bother my visibility. It's really not that bad. Like, if I just lower the brightness a little bit more, I already lowered it quite a lot. But if I just lower it a little bit more, I'm completely fine. That was actually an issue for me with the screen and the gauge. For a while, is that they were too bright, and honestly, it was really distracting and straining my eyes. I've noticed I'm a lot less tired because my eyes aren't like dying from how bright everything is in my car. But yeah, I'm just gonna lower it to like the lowest amount because I generally don't need that to be so bright. There we go. I don't see it. It really doesn't bother me. I have it pretty low. I didn't record everything because I was still trying to figure things out. I was freaking out. I left my car running with the charger while I tuned it. It flashed. Everything was fine. We had a bunch of lights up here, and the car felt the same. I thought, oh, maybe something was wrong. But the cool thing with the Ktuner, at least for the more recent cars that have been coming out, is that they've actually set up so when you're normal, you drive like normal. When you're in sport mode, that's when it drives good. Now the problem was that I already had all the lights up here, and Acura has what's called the dynamic mode. So you have that little circle in the middle. I turn it, it'll change from normal to either comfort. If I go up or down, I can do sport, or if I press in the middle, I have my individual. When I press and hold it, I can customize how the engine is, the steering is, the lighting, and whether or not I have idle stop or auto start stop. None of that was working. It was stuck in normal, and what I read online was that, from a long time ago, the Ktuner would cause it so, you'd have to drive 50 to 100 miles sometimes. Sometimes it'll clear itself like right in your driveway, or you'd have to drive around a lot. So I started driving around, making sure everything's good. Like, it kept giving me all the errors, so I was a little scared, like, oh, maybe nothing's gonna work. But they said that, drive around, make sure your sensors, calibrate, and they can identify that, your car's driving fine. And I drove around for a little bit. It wasn't clearing too much up. It wasn't clearing anything. Then I finally went to my my house, put up all the windows, opened the door, closed it again after turning it off, and let it just sit for a few minutes and turn it back on. And then all the codes are gone. I changed it to sport. I hit the throttle a little bit. I'm like, what the hell? It felt completely different, and the shifting feels a lot smoother. It's still a little abrupt again because it's turbocharged and it's a 10-speed. But it's quite a lot quicker. And the ways I'm able to explain it is that the boost would always take too long to build up sometimes, and it felt like I was never hitting the gas. I don't know if that's really a great way of explaining like how the car really felt. But right now, I'm just waiting for some cars to clear up and make sure there's no cops. But the car feels a lot quicker. I'm not going to do any 0 to 60s. I'm not going to do full throttles in this video. But I just wanted to get some driving impressions. But the car just overall feels a lot smoother. I mean, I think normally it would be just driving by around like 5 boost. This hit about 21 earlier when I was pushing it a bit, and it felt nice. Like it can definitely be quick. But obviously I need some more time to drive with it to fully understand. I need to be a little bit responsible and know what I'm getting myself into. So what we're gonna do, something I probably shouldn't really do right now, but there's no cars here, so I'm just really quickly gonna go around through here. There's a driveway here. Okay. Holy cow, bro. It feels a lot more. You can just get and going. And again, this is a super heavy car. It's not a sport car. It's a luxury car that is sporty. That's what Acura is making right now. You know, it's really nice. You know, it's a very heavy car, but it's not meant to be insanely gas efficient like the Accords, which are a lot lighter and a lot more eco-friendly. It's meant to drive smooth and soft, which is something that I have a problem with the A-Spec. It doesn't have active damper, so when you move it to comfort, it just kind of changes. Their transmission doesn't really change, you know, the real feel of the car. But now the boost is like a lot more there. The throttle is a lot more responsive. It feels like when I put my cold air intake in, but like on steroids. Right now I do have the K&N cold air intake, and I do have the EOS exhaust muffler delete axle back. And those already, you know, added some burbles, made the car feel a little bit smoother. You know, you can definitely tell it was getting up and going a little bit better. But this has definitely made a difference. I'm very happy with this so far. Again, this is just a stage 2 tune that, like, you know, Ktuner just threw in, you know, for buying the product. This isn't anything, you know, specially made for my car. This red light's taking a while, which is probably a good thing, that it's a 4-way right now, because it just, you know, makes sure that, you know, we're a little bit safe. I'm trying to make sure there's no, like, cop behind me or anything. It can just go, is what I'm trying to say. Mind you, the horsepower and torque difference now compared to how much it was before isn't that insane, but in terms of a percentage, I think we're up to like, these are me just trying to remember, but like 40 to 60 on both the torque and the horsepower, and that to the wheel is a very big difference. If we did get the stage 3 tune, we'd also have the improvements of, you know, I think from stage 2 up 60 to something absurd. I know the horsepower on this right now is hitting 300, and I think that's to the wheel, as far as I understand, because it's a dyno tune, so it has to be to the wheel. Because to the wheel, it would normally get like on the very low end, like 225 to like under 250, like 240 wheel horsepower. As far as I understand, like, we're somewhere near the 300s. This is all estimates. I'm not sure on exactly like what Ktuner provided as in terms of the graphs. But yeah, no, this is a lot better. And in terms of torque, it's not as drastic of as a difference. Actually, the torque is quite low. Like, you know, they advertise 280 to the crank or to the brake, and we don't get anywhere near that. I don't even think with this tune we're really getting that to the wheel. But this car already has a bit of torque when it needs it, but even more torque would be quite insane. But yeah, no, the car, it can move around. You can still feel the lack of turbo boost pressure at times. Again, I didn't put it on the most aggressive settings. I am on the stage 2 tune. I have the more improved throttle and more improved turbo on like the second option for both, and on the turbo there's 3 options, and there's extra settings for the boost pressure and everything, and I didn't want to touch that because, you know, I need to drive the car, see how it goes. I need to know how the car behaves. You can't just like go and thrash the car. I've been driving for quite a while now, a few hours. But yeah, no, it's feeling a lot better. Definitely in the future, once I get a lot more supporting mods, so intercooler, oh my god, especially the Type R turbo, you know, RV6 downpipe, all that standard stuff that people love doing to the Accord 2.0, to this car, it would be huge. Like, we could probably one day, like, we'll definitely be able to hit like 360, but 400 horsepower in this car, that's my goal. And at that point, like, if something breaks, we'll upgrade it, but I don't want to really go too far. I'm not trying to chase a crazy number, but I think 400 for this car is perfect. I think, you know, getting 100 horsepower per cylinder is always a great goal, and I think that's a pretty understandable goal for this car. Again, it's a detuned Type R engine, so definitely stress testing this car a little bit, but yeah, it's doing pretty well. Anyways, I think I should head to get some sleep now. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and there's gonna be a lot more awesome content coming from the channel. Not only pulls and stuff like that. We're gonna do some videos on, like, you know, like just, you know, reviewing other cars and just talking about them, my experiences with them. I have a 08 Accord, a 24 CRV Sport Hybrid, a 16, I believe, Civic, or it might be a 17 Civic. And, you know, I have some friends who are willing to either let me be passenger princess or let me drive the car. We'll see. If I let them drive the car, they'll probably let me drive theirs. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of awesome content we're gonna be doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Check out our Instagram and everything else in the description below, on our website, tastymediagroup.com. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.